What is up, everybody? This is Trenton with SoutheastStreetReport.com at the Vans Warped Tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. This time with Oceans 8 Alaska, one of the dudes. Tell us your name, what you do in the band.
What's up? I'm James. I'm the vocalist of Oceans.
Okay, awesome. So coming all the way across the pond for the Vans Warped Tour and stuff, how's America been treating you on this tour?
It's been great. Obviously, glad to be on Vans Warped Tour for the very first time.
Yeah.
It's taken a while to get used to the heat and everything like that, being from England. And obviously today we've definitely brought the rain.
yeah, you guys brought the rain.
But
Did
yeah,
that happen while y'all were playing?
Fortunately enough, we just finished playing when it rolled in.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if that has to do with your band name by any chance.
Say that again.
I wonder if that has to do with your band name by any chance.
Maybe.
Let's talk about that. Like, I know there's a deeper story to the name Oceans 8 Alaska, but some people it might just be like a funny, play on words that you guys did. So what's the backstory of the band name?
So basically, we're named after a mega tsunami that hit the coast of Alaska.
Okay.
It happened in the 1950s, and it's the biggest wave ever in human history. People from Europe, it was twice the height of the Eiffel Tower. Or people from America, it was 1.5 times the height of the Empire State Building.
Oh my God!
So it was a pretty big fucking wave, and we're named after that. Obviously, there's not many people in Alaska, so it didn't really kill many people, but it literally wiped trees off the tops of mountains and everything like that. So we're kind of named after, you could say, the biggest natural disaster in the world.
Okay, so what made you guys pick that? Is there any special? Are you guys trying to like wipe the world with your music or something? Or?
Yeah, I think we just, there's a whole other backstory as well. Like, we have our own hashtag 432 crew, which relates to the whole event and our tuning as a band and everything like that. But yeah, we just thought it was a cool name, to go by, something that stood out and was different from a lot of other band names. So we just wanted to be different.
Okay. Now you guys have a very technical sound and stuff. A lot of people today I've talked to have been very complimentary of your drummer for being really tight and everything. So who are some influences you guys have? Because you guys are really heavy in your face, very technical.
Yeah, I mean, we listen to everything. We don't listen to just metal. Chris, our drummer, he grew up playing jazz and stuff like that and everything like that. I mean, I listen to a lot of alt rock and pop punk and stuff like that, and some of the other guys listen to a lot of other like heavier metal, but also a lot of like electronic stuff and things like that. So I think our sound just comes from a massive varied influence of genres, and that kind of makes us.
So what is the record Lost Owls about? Like, what can people find when they listen to it, and what does the name of their album mean?
So Lost Isles was basically an album that covers a lot of like the feelings of being lost and alone and just outcast from the rest of the world, and hence the name Lost Isles. The reason why we chose like the jellyfish on the front cover and everything was like because the jellyfish is like one of those single entities that's in a vast ocean that just like wanders around and floats around, and it kind of had the representation of jellyfish sting you, but people that are hurt or insecure or that are pushed away can also lash out and bite you and stuff like that, and that was that kind of representation as well.
All right, so what are some culture shocks you guys have experienced coming over to America?
You guys eat a lot of crappy foods, and we're not into that. Like in Europe, we like our good foods and stuff like that. So that's probably one of the hardest parts, is coming over here and trying to eat healthy and everything like that.
And we're catching on. We have a few vegan restaurants around.
Yeah, like there's cool stuff. Probably the best one we eat out at quite a bit is Chipotle. Like,
oh yes.
I know that's not the best of the best, but it's better than the rest.
so y'all aren't barbecue fans or anything like that?
Yeah, like we like going out for ribs and steak and stuff like that. That's obviously one of the guys you have up on us in Europe, but. But yeah, so that's one of the things, and like I've just made a few flying comments of like how a lot of the festivals over here that we've done for the first week of Vans Warped Tour has been on concrete, whereas like back in Europe, most of our festivals are on grass.
Oh so my God.
I kind of always make the joke of you guys like your concrete over here.
All right, so what's next for your band after Warped Tour and everything?
We've got a lot of stuff we haven't announced yet. Coming up, we'll be back out in the States and Canada in the fall.
All right.
For a tour we'll be announcing soon. And really, we're working on our second record.
All right, sweet.
That's the main focus over these next few months, is to finish off the second album. And we don't have any plans for any release dates or anything yet, so I can't really say anything about that. Right. But definitely, that is the main priority right now.
Okay, awesome. So who are some unlikely friends you guys have made on the tour that you may not tour with on a regular basis?
Funnily enough, a lot of our good friends are actually on this tour as well. Like we've toured with Chelsea Grin, Wage War, Valamea, all of those guys we've done Europe and stuff with before, so it's nice to be back on the road with them again. We've made a ton of other friends, new friends that we've never met as well before, and that's the whole thing about Warped Tour is it's such a vast variety of different genres and people that are here, and on a usual tour you probably wouldn't be able to get to mingle and hang out with those kind of bands, but on what Vans Warped Tour you can.
And that's what's so special. You guys.
Yeah, that's what's so special about it. I mean, we've been hanging out with the Issues guys a little bit.
All right.
Our merch guy is friends with them, and yeah, just a ton of other, like Chunk No Captain Chunk and things like that. We're down for that.
Awesome. So I'm sure you get this a lot when you do interviews, but I have to hear it. Can you do your best, I guess, Southern American accent?
Oh,
we're in the South.
You probably asked the worst member in the band to do an accent right now. I definitely am really bad at it, but you guys say y'all a lot, so I'll be like, y'all gonna play on the Vans Warped Tour this summer? That's probably the best I can freaking do. I'm sorry.
I'm not very good at my accents either, so I'm right there with you, mate. That's probably more Australian than anything.
I can do Australian better than American, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's great talking to you and everything. So looking forward to listening to the new album whenever it comes out. So
thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
This is Trent with Sully Spit Report. Shout out to Ash from Pop the Flaters for shooting this. And this is James from Ocean State, Alaska. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.